Wjzz presents Legacy Jazz Series with your host, Roger Penzabina.
Okay, everybody. This is a special episode of Jazz Cats, and this is your host, Roger Penzabina. And it's been a while since I did a show, but we're getting ready to start a new season, and I got a lot of other new things coming up for y'all. And one of the things we're doing now is I'm going to stay in the shadows and start focusing all the camera time on the guests. So check this out. Let me know if you like it this way. But I figured, it's a lot better looking people than myself, so I need to stay behind the camera, and I don't want to be too ditty on everybody all up in the video and everything. So I'm going to start playing the background in this new year. So everybody, I got a special show. This is a special broadcast that we're doing, and it's for some fellow jazz cats, and I think you know these guys really well. And for all of you who don't know, I'm Roger Penzabina, president of Wjzz Detroit Jazz Radio, the world's oldest jazz station. We're doing the show live out of Detroit, and that's our base of operations. But I got a couple distinguished guys here with me. I got Jared Berry, that's a musician and a festival promoter. And so, he's going to tell you more about that. I produce and promote a lot of shows, but I haven't tackled a festival yet. That's on the list. But I know how hard it's been for me doing this. So I want to get some tips from you myself, man. And then we have, and I'm just, this is our first meeting, man, so I don't want to chop your name up. But it's Tony the Tiger, last name, help me out. Alford. I started to say all red, but
That's all right.
Yep. So, but so I'm gonna start with you, Jared.
Okay.
So, cause we can't be in a jazz town and be on WJZZ and not talk about jazz festival in the sense that everybody knows about the Detroit Jazz Festival, the granddaddy, and a lot of people know about the Michigan Jazz Festival. And I have explained the differences. Those are two biggest, oldest festivals we have in the Detroit metro area. That's kind of world renowned. But as an independent, it's you, Kimmy Horn, and Johnny Lawrence, yeah. And then we got Alexander Zonjic too. And now you and Zonjic have in common, he's also a working musician.
He is a working musician, and it's a lot putting on a show from the conception, to putting on work with sponsors. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
So before we get into that, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you from, how you got off into playing music, how that transitioned to taking on the headache of dealing with the public.
Right.
And I said that affectionately, y'all. So don't be sending me hate mail, because I'm gonna tell the truth. I tell the truth.
Well, one of my mentors in high school was a man by the name of Alexander T. Campbell, and he was like a legend in the downriver community. And he instilled greatness in all of us, what I'm saying? So it's because of him that that music stayed with me for my entire life. So in about 2021, I had a conception, to put a festival together. The festival should not just be limited to downtown or like you said, the Michigan Jazz Festival. Let's branch out, because there's only one major festival downriver, and that's down in Trenton, the Jazz on the River with Alexander Zonjic. So I said, I could do this. So I put together a concept, start working on my sponsorship, and just kind of, want to bring the legends of jazz and local artists, give them a stage to perform.
Okay, so is it right to say your motivation was more that you wanted to bring more jazz, more diversity, not just in the production of how it was done, but to bring it to another community?
bring it to another community, and also one of my main focus with my festival is promoting the next generation of musical scholars.
Okay, now I can dig. You say you didn't want it all to be in downtown Detroit and all that, but you picked E-Course. And for those who don't know, that's not from this area, E-Course is not nobody's first choice to do much of anything in. And again, I'm just keeping it real. I'm a Detroiter, so I'm biased. I'm born and raised right down the street, as a matter of fact, at Ford Hospital. But no, in all, just being, real and honest about it. And I'm curious, what made you pick, of all places, E-Course? And because it's a lot of backdrop to that, so I'll let people do their own deep dive homework. But what made you pick E-Course to try to get everybody to come to E-Course?
I am a Red Raider, true down to my bones.
Okay.
And I went to E-Course High School, and Mr. Campbell, who I mentioned, was one of my mentors at E-Course High School, and he was like a legend. And from E-Course, I attended Morehouse. I went to Morehouse College, played football at Morehouse, and just kind of, and music never went anywhere. It just kind of stuck with me.
So it's your hometown.
My hometown.
Okay, so there you go. That explained it. That explained it. I'm gonna go ahead and let peace be still. Since that's your hometown, you gotta look out for the home team. So I can't argue that.
I do.
Too bad you're not from Detroit, man. But I get it. So I just want to tip my hat to you. Again, that's one of my ambitions. And this is coming up, the 26th will be your 5th year doing it?
26th, that'll be my 4th year.
Your fourth year.
4th season.
Okay. And well, that's good. So you still rolling. And do you want to give any peeks of what's going to happen for this new one coming up?
We got some stuff in the works. We still working hard, trying to bring a talented show to the stage, but we working.
Well, and I want to say, again, I admire the fact that you do it, you did it, and you've been doing it. And I know how hard it is to put productions on, man, especially something like a festival. I mean, I've had some headaches trying to do mine for the last couple years, and that's why they haven't got done yet, because of the logistics and the politics and the financial. But the financial doesn't seem to be the hardest part. It seems to be the logistics and the politics that's getting in my way. But the people come out, and I hear all good things about it. So I hope that I haven't been to your festival yet. Give us the name of it too, because I think I always chop it up. I always call it the Downriver Festival. Is that Downriver Jazz Festival? Is that the proper name?
The proper name is the Downriver Motor City Jazz Series.
Okay.
It's like a 4-week series that we do every summer.
Okay, and it's minority owned, independent festival, right?
It's independent, and we also kind of include the E-Course fireworks. Along with the festival, so it's a nice event, awesome event.
Yeah, and I had to point out two things of it being minority owned and independent, because a lot of times when it's a big corporate type of thing, yeah, you have a bigger budget to work with, but then you got more politics. And I like being independent because you can customize and do things. Even like doing this special. If I want to do it, I can do it. I don't have to clear it with people, and it don't have to make sense to the bean counters and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, hey, we want to do it. We think the people want it, so we're going to give it a try and hope for the best. And so shout out real quick, Zanjik, a fellow promoter, and he's from Canada, but he was keeping jazz alive here in the Detroit area when nobody else wanted to. And then we got shout out Johnny Lawrence. He's been doing it big, doing his thing. And Kimmy's the only woman that I know of that's in the area that's promoting a major festival. So, and she's a working musician herself. Exactly. And so we got to shout out Kimmy. And, of course, the granddaddy, the Detroit Jazz Festival and the Michigan Jazz Festival. And coming soon, it'll be the WJZZ one, man. But yeah, so we get ready to get to you, Tony. But so how did you two guys get together and we could segue into Tony. So I know you playing in Tony's band, right?
T-Bone. How probably plug up. Oh, no.
With Trono.
With Trono. Trono was a Detroit jazz guitarist, and Tony was playing back in his band, backing Trono up, and me and Tony just kind of.
Yeah, Trono was here. He did it. Him and his old lady came in here not too long ago on Mark Scott's podcast, Off the Cuff. So he was here, and we also I liked his one album, the Island album, it had that Caribbean theme going, but we put that in the rotation. We put that his music in the rotation. So I look forward to meeting him again. But yeah, he was here a couple months ago.
I played on that album.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. So that's how y'all got together. And so you in the band doing percussions?
I'm in the band doing percussions. On November 13th, we'll be at the Aretha Jazz Cafe. With the Uncommon Experience.
And so, Tony, go ahead, take it away, man. So, you got to tell us about yourself and how you got to be a music guy and all of that.
Well, first of all, Roger, I'd like to say thank you for having me here tonight. Really appreciate this interview. Thank you for taking time out with us to share. This is an awesome event, and thank you for keeping Wjzz alive.
The pleasure's mine, man. The pleasure's mine.
That's awesome, So, I started out born in New York, Brooklyn, New York, and moved here when we probably was about 7.
Okay.
And I come from a family of musicians. My uncle is Max Roach.
Oh, okay.
The drummer, Max Roach. So I've got musicians all in my bloodline. I had my cousin who recently just passed here recently. Her name is Yvette Meadows. She played with Quarter to Midnight, so she was well known in Detroit on the circuit. She did all the downtown events and things of that nature. So, and so I come to Detroit. I lived here and I was raised here from 7, and just been around, the host of musicians all my life, and was influenced by a lot of cats from Detroit. Got up under their tutelage and started playing, and this has been, that way ever since. And I just fell in love with music. I started out with clarinet. My dad forced me to play clarinet. I hated that instrument. But, through that, I stuck with it, and somehow I fell into bass guitar.
Okay, but now I got to jump in because one, I really want to talk about your uncle Max Roach, but I'm not gonna let that steal your spotlight, man. But when you throw out a name, when you throw that kind of heavy name out there at a jazz place, come on, man. But I'm gonna let that rest for a minute. But we gonna get to this other. You biting off. You want to play a bass in Detroit. Now come on, man. Who we got? We got Ralph Armstrong,
no doubt.
And we got the King James Jamerson, man, and you got Marcus Miller, man. You got Kern with Bass Day, and you got Orange. Like you just picked like. You just was asking for it. You want to play a bass in Detroit,
absolutely.
And then no matter. For all of you all who don't know, like it's an inside joke, so to speak, with talking about Detroit bass players and drummers and stuff, but they know around the world that no matter what genre of music you say, if you in Detroit, you gonna play a bass or drums, you gonna be funky. No matter, I don't care if you in the church, you gonna get funky in the church. Now you decided. I'm assuming you didn't know what you was getting yourself into where you decided. Because even if you would have went acoustic, now you got Ron Carter and you got Marion Hayden and you got we could go on and on, man, about these legendary people in Detroit. So you picked what age were you when you did that?
So I was I would say I was probably 14.
Okay.
And I had tried several instruments. Like I said, my dad wanted me to be structured. So he was a musician in his right. He played piano a little bit. So I guess coming from a musical family, all my cousins played. So dad was like, hey, would you like to learn, this instrument? And I was like, yeah.
Look at that.
We'll make it happen. And so, like I said, I played clarinet. And then from that, I ended up going to drums.
Okay.
And didn't do too well on the drums. So one day he came home and he said, "How would you like to play bass?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'll try it," because my cousin played bass.
Okay.
And so I picked up the bass and just fell in love with it. And from there, I became a pretty decent bass player, I think.
You say decent, okay? Are you being humble, or you just staying in your lane and you don't want no more smoke with people showing up outside talking about, "I heard you got a bass player around here talking stuff"?
Absolutely.
So do you ever participate in Bass Day?
You know what? I haven't. I've been in the basement.
Okay.
The podcast, The Basement, and shout out to those guys there. But no, I have not yet had a chance to go to Bass. They work a lot, so the days they usually have it, I'm not there. But yeah, shout out to all the cats that you mentioned and all the local Detroit bass players. It is some really, really good cats out here that really, throw down. And I look up to, I've looked up to a lot of these cats over the years, watching them play. And like I said, it really encouraged me to keep going. Times I get frustrated, man. Like, I can't play like that. I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm done. Throw this thing in the garbage.
Like for me, the sax is my favorite instrument,
really?
right?
Okay.
And then bass is my second favorite instrument, especially it's acoustic or electric is both cool, but I love the bass because I think it's the funkiest instrument, and I'm torn between is like Stanley Clarke and Larry Graham. They like those my dudes when it comes to bass.
Absolutely.
And I'm kind of torn between them. There's a bunch of others that's out there, and there's a couple white guys too that like Flea.
Yeah.
I think Flea from what's his group? I forget now.
I can't think of his group either. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everybody.
Mark King.
Yeah,
is another one.
You was asking for it, man. So for my curiosity, and then we gonna move on and talk about the festival. But who were some of your teachers or the guys you came up with playing the bass that was kind of like, I don't want to say competition, but rivals, or you guys ran together, and who was your main teacher of the bass?
Well, my main teacher at the time was Frank Lovejoy from the Inner Spirit Band, and I learned so much from him, because when I first came out, I was like, I wanted to be Stanley Clarke. That was my goal, to be Stanley Clarke. And so I would, trying to do all the riffs and the runs and stuff. And so Frank pulled me to the side and said, "Listen, what you want to do is start with the basics. Learn the neck of the guitar, and then we'll get all into all that thumping and popping and all that type of stuff, And so it was a lot of guys. I came up in the gospel field. Okay. So did a lot of work in the gospel industry with a lot of different recording artists and things of that nature. And you find that I hate to say it, like there was so much competition in the gospel field, because everybody can outplay the next guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was always that rivalry. That's where everybody starts off at, in church. Absolutely. So we started in church, and everybody was out trying to outplay the next guy. So that's kind of where that came from. But mentor wise, I'm with you. Stanley Clarke was my first. And then cats like Larry Graham, Nathan East, all these cats, I come up under watch, Marcus Miller, James Jamerson, as you say. These guys were great in their own right. And, you put the two together. That's a funny combination that he put together.
Hey, man, I get down, so,
because, it's two totally different styles.
Yeah, two totally different styles. But that's why I'm torn. Because I love them both. Right. And it's two different sounds. Okay. And I think probably melodically, I'm going to have to go with Stanley. Right. But straight funk, pure funk, I got to go with Larry. Absolutely. So, that's how. The granddaddy of funk, right? Yeah. So, that invented slapping. Invented church. So see, if y'all was from Detroit, you'd know that. So the last thing I'm gonna ask you this, man, and this again, because I don't travel around as a musician. I travel a lot, but I'm not in the musician circles. But I hear about this all the time. So when you walk in a room for a gig or a rehearsal or to do a recording session or whatever, and somebody finds out you from Detroit, is the pressure on, and they expect you to be coming with it with the bass, all man? The time. It's different for the guy from Alabama. That's it.
Well, when you walk in and you from Detroit, all eyes are on you. Trust me. And I've been in that place many times.
Like with Ray Charles and Miles say movie, you better be good.
No, don't tell them you from Detroit if you ain't bringing the noise. Believe Believe me, because you will get clowned for sure.
All right, man. So I got to check you out. So I will be in the house on the 13th of November.
Appreciate
to see. And I'm gonna be sitting there now. If you see me just like this, with my face like I just sucked the lemon, I'm gonna be sitting there like a old critic. But so I'm you know, it's jazz, so we can't get all the way funky, but. You know, I pushed the envelope even with the music. We put on some Fred Wesley or some Maceo in a minute.
Oh man, you go with it.
But tell us more about what to expect with this concert coming up, man. Talk about that.
Well, my hat's off to Jared for this particular concert and Wjzz for you guys taking the time to even back us on this and you know, to push this and promote this. Jared has been a big help in putting all this together. I'm so glad I met this brother, you know, because he's been, you know, a really good partner in this. So the concert, what to expect at the concert. So the Uncommon Band is a multicultural jazz band, and we're a big band, so it's like 9 to 10 of us.
A lot of sound.
Yeah, so we got a whole horn section. We have a bass player.
Old school.
Yeah,
man.
Bass player. Drum. You know, I come up Earth, Wind and Fire, Incognito. Those guys are my, you know, that's my go-to. Okay. And I just love that big sound. I guess that comes from being Max Rose's nephew. Right. You know, so so we plan on putting on a good show. We really want the people to come out. That's why we call it an experience. Okay. Because the Uncommon Band consists of, first of all, the name itself, Uncommon. We're uncommon. We're like the normal, not like the normal band. Like you said, we may take a jazz song and flip it. Okay. And add funk to it. We may add, show tunes to it. You know, things of that nature, just to flip it around and make it do different things. I'm a very big proponent of good entertainment. Right. You know, when I go to the show, I want to see something different. I got that, I guess, coming up from Earth, Wind and Fire. Remember the drums used to come up out the stage.
So you got to put on the theatrics. It's a show.
Absolutely, and that's what I like to see when I go to a show. Okay. So with that being said,
so it's not, because you know that's not common at a jazz show to be subdued and laid back. So that's another thing that's uncommon. You get a little theater, and you get a little funk, and it's more like a party. Can I expect a party vibe?
That's what we want.
Instead, we just gonna sit there
we're not sitting there. That's not gonna happen.
Okay. But we gonna get our solos right. You can't have a jazz thing without the solos, man.
Plenty solos. And then I got a bunch of rad musicians, man. I got a young guy there. Shout out to him, Curtine. Curtine is probably in his early 20s, and he's a musical genius. Okay. You know, he's like he plays trumpet is his main instrument, but he teaches music at such a young age. He's a prodigy. Okay. And I mean, you can sit at the piano and he'll tell you what chords you're playing without even looking at him. Okay. You know, perfect pitch. I got 2 guys in the group that has perfect pitch, and we got a little. Well, he's not here. He's not gonna be on this show, but our little Filipino brother, shout out to him. Eli. We got a little guy named Eli. He's Filipino. Okay. Boy can shred a guitar like nobody's business.
But he'll be at.
No, he won't be at this particular. She had to go back to the Philippines. Okay. And so we got Kevin Carter's gonna fill in this time. What's his brother's name? The saxophone player. I forgot. James Carter. Oh, James Carter's brother. Kevin is filling in.
Okay, well again, he better be good. and James is his brother, and I mean, we don't have to talk about James. He's probably one of the most famous sax players of all time. Let alone, I mean, he's up there now. He earned this is Detroit homeboy, and he earned, in my opinion, he earned to be mentioned with the greats of the sax, especially to be right now in this day and age. So and I just saw him recently at the Valet Center, and he just was clowning, just like going crazy. But yeah, I just want to make sure I give props. So if it's his brother, man, you can't live in the house with it's like being Max Roach's nephew and you can't play, and you decide you want to be a jazz guy. Come on, man. Absolutely. So you know, so tell us how to get tickets to this show, man.
You want to take the honors on that, man? You got the thing over there. He's my ticket manager, right?
Okay.
Yeah, well, we got the tickets at Eventbrite. It's part of the WJZZ Jazz Legacy Series, and so this on Eventbrite, the Uncommon Experience.
Okay, and it's gonna be at the Aretha Jazz Cafe. Now, am I right to understand neither one of you guys ever played there before, or don't know the setup there?
This is my first time.
Okay,
This will be my first time playing there, but I've been there on occasion.
Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about that. It's downtown Detroit where all the action is. It's inside the historic music hall, so it's a nice little intimate spot. It's elegant. It's a perfect date night spot. It's a lot of things close by if you want to have dinner before or after. If you want to come down, travel down from the suburbs, plenty of hotels down there you can stay at. A lot of nightlife, so it's something to do to make it a night. You don't have to just come to the concert and leave. It's safe. It's plenty of parking in the area, and I'm sure you'll have a good time if you come in traveling from the suburbs or even from Toledo or some of the places close in Ohio. Everybody comes to. So I host our shows, like you said, is part of the WJZZ Legacy Series. So that's one of our places that we do a lot of shows at. So I endorse them 100%, and I think everybody will have a great time just enjoying the architecture of the place, the vibe of the place. I think it enhances the experience. That's again, right. Is what you said, of having a nice time.
Absolutely.
So the people, I would say, because the thought was put into where to host this concert at and the talent and everything, it would be a nice evening. Like I said, a perfect date night. That's how I would see it. But it's family friendly too. Yes. So if you want to come and hang out and everybody's kind of casual, I guess. You dress up if you want to. If you don't want to dress up, it's no fashion police there. So it's a cozy, nice place, and the sound acoustics are great.
Yes.
But it's a older theater. And so they put a lot of thought into the vibe when they first did it, and it's a historic place. So I think everybody will like it, especially if it's their first time checking it out. You'll spend a lot of time taking a lot of pictures, man. So tell everybody, you said where the tickets are on Eventbrite.
On Eventbrite, you know, saying $25. WJZZ Legacy Series, the Uncommon Experience.
Yeah.
And it's November the 13th.
November the 13th. Thursday night.
Yep.
And if you need to if they want to find you, to book you, to know more about you, what's your website, what's your email, all that good stuff?
They can actually hit us up. Our website is being built right now.
Okay.
So let me say this. Our group is we've only been in existence for about maybe a little under a year.
Okay.
And with that being said, let me give a shout out to my business partners, Joe Williams, and we call him Coach Booker. He's one of my band directors, and he's the drummer for the group as well. So if you want to get in touch with us, let me leave you this number. You can call us direct, and we'll get right at you. It's area code 313-207-0067, and that's for our booking. So soon to come, we'll have our webpage up. You'll be able to go there and check out our different events and things that we're putting on. But that's coming up, so look for that.
And Jared, if they want to know more about the festival and things that you do solo from these other projects, how do they find out about that?
If you want to find out more information about the Jazz Festival, you can look us up on our page is up, and it's DMs. Damn.
Sound like me, man. See, it's not just me, everybody.
It's the DMCJazzSeries.com. You know what I'm saying? We online right now. You can look us up on any social media platform at Downriver Motor City Jazz Series.
Now we also do have a Facebook page as well. So if you guys want to go to Facebook, you can check us out on Uncommon TJB on Facebook. It's Uncommon TJB. And we have some things posted on there you can also check out. Maybe a few little small shows that we've done, things of that nature. But yeah, check us out, and we love to see you guys there. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and if all else fails, you can always, everybody, you can contact us, and we'll plug you in with Jared or Tony. So just let us know, if you didn't have your pencils and papers and computers and all that stuff, then we got you too. So you can, we'll plug you in with these guys. So any last words, Jerry? Go to you first.
Just looking forward to seeing everybody down at the show November 13th. Come on out, hang out with us. It's gonna be an awesome event. You'll have a beautiful time. Like I say, date night. Come hang out with us. Absolutely, uncommon experience.
And Tony, what's your last word?
We just want you to come to have a good time. Come and enjoy with us. We're gonna have a really good time. And thank you for the opportunity once again to be able to share with this. Let's make Detroit do its thing.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm talking about. That's why y'all here, man. So that's what matters to me is repping the city, putting jazz back on top of the map of the music world, and just having a good time doing it. And let's do some good stuff, some good philanthropic stuff as we enjoy the success of our labors. Then I try now to give back in whatever way I can, and there's more ways, everybody. Nobody's always trying to get in your pocket. At least sometimes your time, your sweat equity, sometimes just a pat on the back goes a long way. Tell somebody they're doing a good job. Tell somebody you appreciate them. Tell somebody that you wish they'll come to your town. All that encouraging word helps. So just always find a way that you can give and give back, and not just take all the time. That's my last words. But I want to thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
It's always special to me. I love meeting jazz cats. I love to hear the stories, and it's just I'm at a point in life that I get to live off what I like to do instead of what I have to do. And it's a struggle, but I'd rather be doing this than some other stuff. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Come on out, get your tickets while they last, and don't cry to me if you don't get a ticket. Don't start calling me up. You know who you are. You ones who do it every time. Don't you come calling me talking about, oh, come on man, you can do something. No, I can't do anything. And this is Tony and Jerry's show, so don't be asking me to get you no last minute tickets. So you better get the tickets while the getting is good. On that note, thank you everybody, and we'll see you again soon on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.